Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel for another video, specifically a goals video. I asked you guys at the beginning of the year if you wanted me to share monthly goal videos with you guys, and a bunch of you said yes, please do. So I did, obviously, my January goals, kind of setting intentions for the year, and then February I came and shared what focuses I was going to have for that month. Of course, all pointing back to my yearly goals that I'm hoping to accomplish. And so today for March's goal video, I'm going to update you guys on how I did for my goals in February, what goals I met and accomplished, which ones maybe I didn't. If I ever don't accomplish something, I will be completely transparent and share it with you guys. And then I will give you my March goals. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare, and I want to thank Skillshare for continuing to partner with me. If you've never heard of Skillshare, Skillshare is an online teaching platform where you can go and find thousands of classes ranging from lifestyle content to decorating, how to make your home more inviting, how to create relaxing spaces, minimalism, all the way to art, photography, drawing, film, animation. So many things available on Skillshare. So I truly love the platform. I use it for myself as well as my kids in our homeschool. There's just tons of information on there. One thing I really love about Skillshare over finding free content elsewhere is the presentation. Everything is very professionally done and created, more informational driven versus opinionated. And so I love the concise information that they're able to give you really quickly. Most of the classes are broken down into segments that are no more than a few minutes each, and so it's not something that's going to take a ton of time, and you gain a lot from just those few minutes. So the class that I took most recently that I wanted to share with you guys, and I don't want to mispronounce her name. You might laugh, but hear me out. I took a video for Instagram, Tell an Engaging Story in Less Than a Minute by Halise Narvaez, I think is her name. I might be saying it wrong. But I'll put a little picture right here for you guys. So I don't know if you've noticed, but Reels on Instagram are very popular right now, and I am very technologically challenged. But it is so hard, you guys. It is so hard to make a reel and make it make sense in under a minute. Like trimming the clips and putting them together. The people that have mastered those with like different frames, and I mean, it really takes like some practice. So I thought I would educate myself on there. You guys may have noticed, if you follow me on Instagram, I've posted 2 reels now, so I'm very proud of myself because I was totally overwhelmed and had no clue like how to do any of that, and I still don't really get it fully, but her class definitely helped me understand the basics, and then also like kind of remind you that everything that you share on social media is telling a story. So what do I want this to convey? And so anyways, I enjoyed her class. So you guys, if you use the link that is down in my description box, the first 1,000 people to use the link will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium. So take advantage of that. The link will be down in my description box for you guys, and you can check it out. Skillshare is super affordable anyway. It is around $10 per month, so it's not anything crazy after your free trial is over. If you enjoy it, like I know you will, it's very cost-friendly and cost-effective. So be sure to check out the link down below for Skillshare. And now we are going to get into my March goals, but first, how did I do in February? If you've been following me for a while, you know that I live by my Erin Condren planner. This is where I'm keeping track of all of my goals, because at the beginning of the month in my planner, I have these pages here where I've been writing down my goals. So let's just do a quick overview of what my goals were for February. So if you watch that video, this will be repetitive information for you. You've already heard this, but let's go over it and then we'll see how I did. So February, I had, for my homeschooling goal was for my kids to complete their research on their president and get their project done. I had that I wanted to book Jake and I's trip alone this year, and that I wanted to get organized with my business and file my taxes and figure out some systems in order to keep me more organized moving forward. So those were my goals for February. I am happy to report that I accomplished every single one of those. Yay! So the kids did their president research project, and we are actually presenting this week when I'm filming this. So we're gonna practice presenting a few times at home before we present in front of our friends, but the boards are created, the research was done, and so we made time for that, and all was well. We went to the library, we did all the things. I was able to book Jake and our little weekend getaway with just each other. I shared that I wanted to take a trip and the importance of that, and so we were able to book some flights. They were so affordable, and we also confirmed our grandparents that'll be staying with the kids, and we also booked our rental car, and we also booked our place that we're going to be staying. So all that is done. Now the taxes and the business thing, that was a huge undertaking. Huge. You guys actually, on the comments of my February video where I talked about that, I was really honest and open with you guys about why I think it's kind of a struggle for me. And a lot of you guys have small businesses and you understand, and I just want to say thank you, because you totally all encouraged me and I got a lot of really good advice from you guys. So just to go over it broadly, I went and met with a CPA. I told you guys in that video I had an appointment. He did advise me on doing some things for the future. I came home, I told those things with Jake, we kind of prayed about it, and we made some choices, so we know where we're going with that. He also gave me some advice on what percentage of my income I should be saving for tax time, and he was over conservative, so we're doing that. So that's gonna be a change in discipline for sure, but I'll rather do that than have to pay such a large amount at the end of the year. So we did all that. He was very helpful. He did actually compliment me on my list of deductions. He said it was pretty comprehensive, but he did have a few that I was missing, so I was grateful for his expertise. And he went ahead and filed our taxes for us. They've actually been filed. We know what we owe, and we know when we're paying that, so that is good news. I can breathe now. That is done. So very proud of myself for that. As far as coming up with systems moving forward, that was a part of my February goal. I did get a business expense tracker, just a notebook from Amazon. It works. It's not, I mean, if I had to create it myself, it would be a lot different. This, I feel like, would be better for somebody who did like a more traditional type of work, like a real estate agent or maybe sales or something like that. But nonetheless, it'll work. And I have been saving every receipt, and on Friday afternoon I've been going through and organizing my receipts, because I know it's just better in life in general to stay on top of things like that instead of let it all mount to the end. So far I'm doing really good at being organized with all that and tracking expenses. If I buy something for a video that I'm going to be doing, I've been doing really well. So that is my recap for February. So now we are moving into March for my goals, and I have my March goals right up there. So like I said in the last video, all of these goals every single month are going to point back to what my intentions and focuses were for the year. This is just breaking them down monthly so that it's more concise and I'm able to track my progress a little bit better versus it just being kind of an overall theme for the year. So my first goal for March is to do research for Jake and I's trip. for hiking and some adventuring that we want to do, to just not wait until we're there to have that. I would like to do all the research on the front end so we know what our plans are and we can really maximize the time together versus wasting time being on our phones looking for things. So now that the trip's booked, we're going to move on to that portion where we're planning the places. The next goal that I have is a homeschooling goal, and that is to finish ordering our curriculum for the upcoming homeschool year. I always have to do that a little bit early because of the videos that I create on YouTube, and also I just like to have it done before we're off for the summer, which is still a ways away, but being on YouTube, I need to get those videos up sooner than later. So I have that on my list. The next thing that I have here on my goals for March is to continue my tracking for my business, because you guys, like, you know, if you've been watching me for a while, that my personality lends itself to discipline, and like I'm good at implementing systems and maintaining them and sticking with them. That's not a struggle for me most of the time. For whatever reason, the business side of life is like something that I'm just like, it's not that important. I've been treating it like it's like just a little side gig and I don't really need to be diligent, and I learned the hard way that I did. So I need, since it's still a fresh discipline that I'm like training myself to do with like saving receipts and just thinking more business minded, like, you know, there's just a lot of things with what I do on YouTube and stuff. So like if I drive somewhere to film something, even though I'm going there anyway, that is like 50% of a business trip. So it's like the mileage is, so there's just like a lot of things. So I just need to continue to be more business minded and think of things, so that way next year when we're filing taxes, it's a little bit prettier of a picture. So that is still a fresh discipline in my life, and so I still know that I need to continue to focus on that, because if I don't, I'm gonna go back into my old habits. And that's true for anyone. If you're trying to change something about your routine or the way you operate, it's gonna take diligent focus, because we just revert to the way we've always done things. So I need to keep focused. I've been doing good, but I need to keep it up. The next goal I have for March is to spend a lot of time outside. Believe it or not, March is really one of the nicest months. It's also one of the windiest months where we are, and the weather can have extreme fluctuations from beautiful and almost 70 to like 30 and windy. So when the weather is nice, I really want to get outside and just spend a lot of time outside. We're taking some trailer trips, so I'm excited about that. Getting to be outside in nature with my family, one of my top 5 favorite things ever. So I just want to focus and be intentional about being outside. The next goal that I have, I talked about in my New Year video, is just to be focused on relationships with my kids, not necessarily like relationship of, you know, parental relationship, but focused on just that friendship element of our relationship. So my oldest daughter's birthday is in March, and she is turning 14, and I cannot talk about it any further than that because I will cry. Like, I'm already getting teary. You guys, if you watch me, you've seen this happen to me so many times. I am such a wimp when it comes to this. I can't talk about my kids getting older. It is so hard for me. It is so hard. So anyways, I'm so thankful that I get to have children that grow up right before my eyes, because not every parent is blessed to be able to see that, and that is not lost on me. So don't get me wrong, I'm thankful for every birthday that comes, but it's also super hard when your kids start to get older. So anyway, she's turning 14, so her birthday last March, when she turned 13, we had whole big plans for her because she was becoming a teenager, and that's like so exciting. When you remember, it's exciting to become a teenager. And then the whole shutdown started, and it was at the beginning of it, so nobody really knew what to do. And so all of her birthday plans. I mean, we still celebrated her birthday the best we could, but everything that we had planned got canceled. And I just felt really bad for her because she was so excited for her birthday. So anyways, this year it should get to be a pretty normal birthday for her, and I'm excited to celebrate her and just really, you know, just let her have a special day. You know, it's never about the materialistic gifts that the kids receive, but it is nice to feel just a little extra special on your birthday and feel thought of and get a gift that you've been wanting and all those good things. So I want to really focus on just savoring that whole birthday celebration. Her and I are gonna go do a few things together, and so just really soak up that time. I want to be focused on it and just like all there. I don't want to be feeling sad. I want to be enjoying that moment. So those are my goals for March. They all tie back to my goals for the year, and so I will be back in April to let you know how I did on all of these things and share with you my goals in April. So if you are enjoying these monthly goal videos, please give me a thumbs up. If you find them motivational, give me a thumbs up. And if you just want to support my channel for free, give me a thumbs up. It definitely helps. Be sure to check out the links for Skillshare down in my description box, and let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, feedback on anything that I talked about today. Because again, thank you so much for all of you small business owners who left me a comment on my last video. It truly helped so much. So thank you guys. I really appreciated all of the feedback that I got on that video, and I will see you all in my next one really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.
I look into your eyes, I see we're out of time.